This is gonna be a train wreck like usual.
What a fun train wreck.
It's always a fun train wreck.
Am I on the right scene? I am. We're live.
Yay, we're live. Awesome.
Are you sure?
Alright then. I'm pretty sure we're live.
We're either live or
Alright
dead.
then, welcome back everyone to another session for Sigil of Storms. Last time you did things where you came back from the Redwall Mountains with a bit of aid. Had Falana fight the Dwarvish High Councilwoman who managed to beat her without too much problem. One combat.
Any problem.
It could have been hairy. It could have been hairy for reasons, but it wasn't that bad.
I doubt it would have been.
Returned back to Ashenport, and on the world map, talking to Chase, you actually discovered what the rest of the map looks like. Since most of the world does not have, only has the main southern continent mapped in parts of the north, whereas in Ashenport they actually have the entirety of the map, and there really is not that much up in the north. Wastes, some woods, a few villages on the coast, but for the most part, it's not really touched.
Looks like my kind of place. Oh wait, I'm Lily, not Hollis. Alright.
Excuse you! Never mind.
While you were there, you were also approached by Arashi, who offered to hire you to retrieve an item for you. This item was supposedly last in the possession of an Inquisitor who had traveled up to the Northern Wastes to do various Inquisition-related things. And otherwise, you also discovered that there was a new artifact, a new sigil, which was actually in Oracle Lake. And the party had decided after some deliberation that they were going to, the four of them themselves, go up after the Inquisitor's item, and they were going to send Azul, Cassidy, and I believe Mara as well, down to look into the lake.
Yeah,
and
because
at least
none of them
gather information, if nothing else.
Yeah, Dome of the Starry Lady.
Yeah, head over to the Dome of the Starry Lady, which is here on this island, to gain information about what might be going on over here. And that's pretty much where we ended off. Everyone was spending some time getting around, getting prepared in Ashenport. Are there any last-minute preparations you would like to take care of, or are you going to head out?
Did we have anything
I'm
with
pretty
Arashi,
good.
or did
I'm
we
pretty
clear
fine.
all that up?
We should probably prepare for probably a couple weeks on ration just to be on the safe side.
Did I have
you probably
anything
could.
going on with
I
Arashi?
mean, we are going into mines. For all we know, the entrance could collapse at any moment.
In terms of crafting?
We have no idea really what may or may not happen up there. So, the next question is, how are you intending to get up there?
I was thinking we took the apparatus.
Oh, thank God, you people are smart.
I was going to say, same way we got there before.
We haven't gone up north
You haven't
before.
been
Yeah, we
there
haven't gone north.
We
Last
have
time we
gone
got
north.
close to
Where do you
going
think
north,
we
we
have
haven't.
a winter wool from?
No, Risu, you have gone to the northern part of the peninsula. You have not gone to the northern continent.
Yeah.
The closest we are to going to the northern continent was when we were on the Dwarven boat, and I don't think you want to take that way.
Yeah, that wasn't the best part, and that was actually going through the channel. So, you're intending to take the apparatus, so, as you know, it's kind of like an interdimensional space inside, so you could load it up with food and other supplies if you
Yeah,
saw fit.
but can we test something with it first?
What do you wish to test?
How watertight is it?
Alright, so you're gonna drive it down to the docks and into the water?
No. Alana's going to take it into the water. I'm going to watch.
Bravo. So, Alana, are you gonna do that?
I guess.
Surina will go with her just because even if she can't pilot it, she can at least keep an eye out for water leaks.
Alright, I'm going to assume you weren't stupid enough to not close the hatch before going into the water.
We're not.
Well, I mean, Alana's not. I don't know about Surina.
Excuse you.
Alright, so using your knowledge of how to pilot this thing, you're able to clunkily get it down to the water and just kind of drive it into the water so pretty easily. And you find it actually floats on the water.
Oh.
And well, it's got
I
kind of
pull
legs.
lever
There's
9.
also kind of like fins towards the back, so you're able to kind of float. And there is one lever. I don't remember if you guys
Lever
had
9.
properly
Lever 9.
tested it. Yep,
Yes,
it's lever 9.
So you end up pushing it down. Nothing happens. You push it forward or up, and it sinks down about 20 feet. And then, like, messing that back and forth, you realize, yeah, this will allow you to sink up and down 20 feet. So
Are there
We
lights
have
in the
a
front of?
submarine.
Are there lights in the front?
are
Yeah,
where
there
the
are.
where the two eyes
Oh, right, I
essentially
probably
would
have
be
that.
on like a crab. There's another lever. Those have actually been off for the time being, but you
yeah.
know, like what, like you messed around with. You know what
Lever
lever it is? You
8
pull
is.
it, and these lights. Yeah, lever 8. You pull it, and it's bright light for 30, dim light for 30 past that. So you'll be able to see underwater as well doing that.
Alright. Okay. I think I have everything that I need written down. Do the ones that move the legs do anything underwater?
They still move
Yes,
the leg?
actually, they allow you to move underwater as well. It's
Oh.
the legs, and it's got like a tail fin type thing, which allows it to swim.
What happens if I retract the legs and then I still try to move?
Nothing. You will not move. Like you
Okay.
try that, you bring them back in. You try to move it forward or back. It won't move. You try to turn it. It won't turn. It does not move whatsoever.
I
So
thought
we
it
have,
was using
we have a
the tail.
submarine.
How far down is this thing able to safely go? Not that you would know, since you haven't taken it down that far.
Yeah. And we don't really want to because we don't need to go that far deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know how far it is. I'm not going to tell you guys because you don't know.
Yeah.
I'll take it back.
Actually, we might need to test that because we might have to go that deep.
At some point, yes, but right now it's not an immediate concern.
Yeah, it's not a concern right now. We don't need to test it yet. Alright, so I'm gonna take it back and get prepared to load up things.
Didn't we have some things going on with Arashi with crafting, or did we already take care of that?
I'm pretty sure you already took care of all of that.
All right, so
you got the dagger and the claw.
The dagger and the claws
I
are
don't
all
think he had.
with them now.
Yeah, he had one dagger and one claw, I think.
Yep.
And you gave the claw to Azul, if memory serves.
Yep.
We were going to, I don't remember if we did or not, and then we were going to give the dagger to Mara, right?
No, we were going to hold on to the dagger. Because Mara, I believe, said she wouldn't use it. Something like that.
I don't think it's that she said anything or she wouldn't use it. I think it's more that you agreed that it wouldn't be as incredibly useful for a rogue as it might be for someone else. I don't really recall.
Yeah, it was like there's only 2 classes where it'd be used. If I remember right. As you know, rogue and monk.
Like, it wouldn't be terrible for her, granted, but yeah.
Well, who's
Don't
got
put
the
that
dagger
shit
then?
on anyone else.
Who's got the dagger then? Because I don't have the dagger.
I think it's party loot.
It's probably not going to be good on anybody except maybe one of the spellcasters to either let them get extra hits in or extra spells in. Surina definitely doesn't need it.
I don't think haste allows you to cast a second spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is very limited.
They limited a lot in this edition.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, I guess it would be best on either Lily or Surina.
It's not good.
Yeah,
No.
haste allows. I'm just gonna read what haste allows you to do. It allows you to take another attack with only one attack, no extra attack. So it'd probably be best for Surina at this point. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Okay.
I mean, if you have one attack,
That's why I said it'd
and
probably be
can't
better on
use very
Surina.
many weapons, Elana maybe, because Elana can't really equip anything if she needs to get melee. But
I have my melee range cantrips.
yeah,
See,
you have those as well.
The only person who can use it is someone who's going to keep it equipped at all times, because the haste effect goes away if you sheath it. So
Yeah.
so it's no good
So
for
it's
anyone.
nearly use. Yeah, it's no good for anybody except maybe Elana, because she's only using daggers right now, isn't she? Maybe a short sword.
She has forecasting too, so if she were to use that dagger,
I don't have forecasting.
It's not a warcasting thing.
You don't need warcasting for it.
Well, if you
No.
had it in the offhand, that's what warcasting would be good for.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, give it to Elana. Elana can have it out, use a melee cantrip, and still attack with that because of the haste effect.
Right, you get
That is true.
two
Or
attacks.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Or
we're
she
gonna
can
go to
attack.
Alana?
Give it to Elana.
Yeah, or she could, or if she wants to, she could use one of her cantrips and then use the haste to move in and attack again to help finish off an enemy. So that way,
I mean, I'm probably not going to run into melee range all that often.
yeah,
I have high HP, but I have, like, no AC.
I know.
You just her armor, you know.
I am in armor. I have 16 with it.
You're in light armor, that's right. What is your AC?
16.
You have a 3 dex mod?
4. No?
That
Yeah.
doesn't add up right.
Yeah,
Because light armor is
+1
plus
leather.
2.
I thought it was
No.
dungeon lever.
Isn't it plus
Whatever.
one
2
studded?
plus 2 plus 4 plus 10 is 16, so that's what she has. All right, should we get going?
Yeah.
It's 12. Okay. Yeah, let's get going.
All right.
Yeah, said
I'm
leather only gives
sorry.
you 12 and then the 4 AC.
All right. So, the group of you, how much food do you pack, by the way?
Not for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
For 2 weeks for everyone?
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How much does that
All
cost
right.
us?
Just a second.
That would be 14.
21 days. 14 days.
We already have 27
14,
days worth of
so
rations.
28.
We haven't been dropping that.
No, we haven't needed to.
You haven't really been needing to yet, so
Okay, we could use that into.
I would say
supply,
just
so
take off
14
like
and
30
4.
gold, and that'll cover 2 weeks for everyone.
Okay.
Because that's about what it would be.
The other day it's gonna be something like 6. Not 60. 56 days of rations total.
All right. It doesn't
It
matter.
sounds like a
You
lot.
Take out 30
It sounds
gold,
like
and
a
that'll
lot.
be enough.
Done.
It'll
All right.
take out 30 gold, and that'll be done. So we're
Done.
moving on.
Yeah.
It sounds like a
Alright.
lot, but it really isn't.
It really doesn't matter, Isu. We know. I'm sorry, but you're repeating a thing that we've already covered. Regardless, then. You all head out, you load into the apparatus with your various things, and you head out to the world map. Because that's certainly how these things work.
Yeah.
Head out to the world map, and the green little dot here is, of course, marked on the map where the mine is supposedly to be. And you end up taking the apparatus, and you cross the water pretty easily. Like, you go up to the coast, get to the coast, kind of just have the apparatus drive off the little beach there, the rocky beach as the waves crash into the water. Are you going to have it go along the surface or go underwater at all?
We're going to be near the surface, but, like, slightly underwater.
All right.
No,
Because
stay
you
on the
will need to
surface.
surface
We'll be
at
less
points
affected by
to...
current.
You will have to service at points to actually get oxygen back, and you'll probably realize that as it gets harder to breathe. Like, go up, open the hatch out to cycle everything through, close it back, and then go back underwater. Pretty
Alright.
standard submarine stuff. It has a lot more air than it should, but you still need to do that time to time.
Yeah.
You eventually cross the strait without running into too much danger. Like, you will at times see like a pair of whales go by, a few sharks, though nothing really seems to be wanting to attack you. It's just more curious to what the hell this thing is. So most of them just kind of go past you without too much of concern. You reach the other shore, and you're able to climb up without much issue. And getting up onto this other shore, there is snow everywhere. There is
cold.
absolutely snow everywhere. You're in the dead of winter, and you're just going north.
I'm already
And-
prepared for this.
Yeah, so you just start heading north, more towards the way, so it's like a northwest direction as you head off. And you travel along for probably a day or two. And as you get to around this point, you discover that there's what looks to be a trail alongside a frozen river. Are you going to follow it?
Can we do survival or something to figure any information on this trail?
You'd have to stop and get out, but yes, you could.
You guys willing for us to stop and investigate, or should we just follow the trail?
Let's
What are we
check it out
investigating in
because it
specific?
could be.
Try to figure out what maybe caused it or what have you.
I suppose.
How about Serena and I go out, and I'll help Serena because she probably has better wisdom than me.
Okay.
So it's an investigation check.
Survival check.
Survival. Oh, jeez, this is gonna be good. Well, maybe.
If it was investigation, it would have been Falana, full out. All right, nicely done.
Okay.
And as you get out and you kind of investigate this little pathway here, you discover that it was made by several huge creatures who seem to be walking in not quite a path. They seem to be going like probably 1, 2 at a time. And looking closer, you see that there are also the footprints of humanoids alongside it.
Can Serena roll a check to see what kind of humanoids they might be?
You won't be able to really figure out what humanoids they are because like whatever these large creatures are, it's kind of been destroying the path, and it is still snowing, which that tells you another important thing. It was not that recently it was fairly recently that they went through, like a day, maybe 2 at the absolute most.
Lovely.
Can we tell if there's a Nike swoosh or if it's Reeboks or?
That's not helpful.
The question in mind here is what direction are they headed?
They're headed the same direction that you're headed, up towards the north a little while. They're following the river, though, so you're not, like, there's a frozen river alongside as well, and it seems to be following that. One other thing I will say that you do discover from looking at these is, has this party encountered orcs before? I expect Surina would have been familiar with them, at least.
Oh, yeah, Serena. She fought in the war.
The way they're going. Roll a history for me, Serena.
Okay.
Yeah, roll a history
with
for me.
advantage because she fought.
Yeah,
she
with
was in the
advantage
war.
Yeah, with advantage on this one.
She needed it.
You're not really completely sure. This doesn't seem to be orcish or any other particular type of monster that goes up here, but you honestly don't know.
I mean, Falana might have history with orcs, or at least been taught about them.
Can I roll nature to figure out what the huge creatures are?
You may. Alright, and trying to figure out what these huge creatures might be, you're not really sure. It's like at best first guess you would say, actually you don't even know what an elephant is.
I've got the maul that gives me nature proficiency.
Yeah, you got the maul with you, so it gives you the proficiency. You're not like quite sure. Like you get this, like you can almost visualize in your head some sort of like large creature with tusks and a long nose-like thing, but as you think more about it and you look at the tracks, you feel like it isn't that creature. You're not sure exactly what this is.
Huh.
It doesn't appear to be like any type of normal packed animal at any rate.
Lily will say pretty much what you said, which from her probably sounds like her rambling for a bit.
Yeah. So like you're not sure what it is, but it definitely is not some sort of packed animal. It's nothing that you have encountered at all, and it's nothing that's really been down in regions that you've been whatsoever. In fact, you almost feel like it's a little out of place at best, but you're not really sure of that even.
I forget my hotkeys.
Are you going to end up trying to keep following it, or are you going to try to go around?
Okay. Before we even continue this, should we go back? With what Lily just said, we might need to have her seek immediate medical attention for a possible mental disorder that she's developing out of
I'm just going to follow the path.
Yeah, Serena's going
the path forward.
The path, yeah.
I'm just ignoring Falana and following a path.
Yeah, Falana. God damn it, Falana.
If you listen to what Lily just described, she's gone crazy.
Well, then I don't think I actually have tokens for the players on this map. No, I don't. So I'll start describing it as you get closer. No, I actually expect you to go this way. I just prepared horribly. I prepared absolutely horribly.
Bravo.
So the next question is, or the next thing to note is, as you're traveling, that is not the right size. I gotta make it even bigger. That appears to be closer to the right size. Yeah. There we go. Everyone was just half off the token. So as you're going along and you travel further and further going along this path along the river, you see it eventually kind of curves away at a point and then heads back. And as you get closer, you actually see tents set up. They're mostly snow-covered, but they're set up alongside what looks to be... It's not quite a lake. Like, the river has a bend where it's wider at a point. And but there's tents along there. If you wish to roll perception to try to figure out what it is before you get too close. And Elana, would you have had the headlights on?
Is it dark out?
It's not quite dark out. There's
Then
still
no.
a bit of snow coming down. All right. Like, you're able to see, but it's not like the clearest environment. Slightly obscured, I think, is the game's technical term.
Perception?
Yeah, perception if you wish to try to
Which
get an
means
idea of what's up ahead.
We have disadvantage on this, probably.
Yeah, because it is lightly obscured. So let's see. This one was actually Surina. You're not able to make out much more beyond just like the tents and everything. You see a few large snow mounds next to trees. Looks to be this fire from 2 separate campfires, but beyond that you can't really tell.
Well, we should probably get out and hail them and see what's going on.
We're not hailing them.
Oh, right. Orcs live in this area. Maybe we should get out and kill them then.
We're not doing anything except for just going and moving around, going and looking at them first.
Right. Well,
Alright.
the giant metal crab isn't that stealthy, so we're probably gonna bump into him at some point.
Yeah. Or we could get out and then check them out first, and then either fight them or avoid them, depending on it.
Can we stealth up and get some information?
Well, Serena's gonna sit still because she can't stealth.
Alana technically
if you wish
can.
to try to step it up, feel free to go right ahead.
I do not have disadvantage.
Do I want to try to help? Actually, now that I think about it, the Winter Wolf cloak, is this the one that gives you advantage on stealthing?
Yeah.
In the snow, it does.
Yeah, you just pull the hood up and everything
Oh,
and it gives
geez.
you advantage on stealth. So was it gonna be the 3 of them going up?
Well, Serena can't stealth in
Yeah,
anything.
Serena was gonna stay with the apparatus, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. So
I'd
the
be
other
worried.
2 of you, or the other 3 of you stealthing up together?
Yeah.
Are you going together and are you coming from the direction of the apparatus?
Lily would
Probably off to the left of the apparatus.
Yeah, Lily would probably circle around a little bit, try to get some cover.
Yeah.
Alright. Lily going around, she's actually able to, like, she kind of goes off to the right instead of the left with the others, and kind of nobody actually sees her. But as the other 2 of you kind of walk up the other side, you see a figure who is basically dressed in almost completely white robes, just standing up next to one of the rocks, and they have a large crossbow aimed at you. Now, looking at this figure, even in the distance, you can tell that their frame is no way big enough to be an orc. They appear at best much more humanoid, not quite as narrow as an elf might be, close to a human, but very obviously not an orc or something else like that. And they kind of call out to you in common, "Halt!"
I stop.
Is it a Thri-Kreen bard?
No, actually, the voice itself appears female, as they're kind of there looking at you with their hood up, and they have goggles on their eyes to protect them from the storms, obviously. At first glance, this would appear to be more of like a sentry, scout, whatever. Lily, you are still undetected. You're still able to get closer up to the camp as you go.
Yeah.
So are you going to keep coming up the right side?
She is going to basically come up level with the sentry and basically look into the camp and see if she can find more information, but not really get any closer because she doesn't want to get away from the others in case a fight breaks out.
All right.
Can I perception to see anything closer?
You may do a perception if you wish.
Not much.
All right, and nice perception. Getting closer as you try to look around, you see that there are a number of other humanoids kind of milling around or kind of stepped away from where the campfires are. Looks like they just threw snow over it quickly to try and... I actually wouldn't have done that because I know the people were coming anyway. So you can see them kind of milling around off to the side, closer to some of the snow mounds.
Do they
They
appear
appear
to be
all... No, they don't. If anything, they're kind of like retreated back to a safer distance. The sentry is not looking at Lily whatsoever. It's addressing... it's addressing Falana and Elana off to the side. And it's around this point that it calls out again. Who are you and what are you doing up here?
Deer in headlights.
Panic! Well,
Speak up.
I guess Serena should have done something. Should have come along, but no.
We were
Lily gives herself away by saying,
I'm trying to think of what to say, actually. I wasn't expecting that.
We're adventurers
Hey.
You're not
You're not
there.
there.
You can't contribute.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Reese was muted too. I don't know.
We are just we
I
are
was not where I was
travelers.
muted. I am sorry. What I said was, we are adventurers. We came looking for something.
And she'll kind of stop there. She'll keep holding the crossbow level you, and she'll speak up again. What are you looking for?
We're looking for a failed excavation that was in this area. Nothing more, nothing less. We're just trying to find documentation as to what happened to them.
And she'll kind of just stare warily at you again. Roll a persuasion.
Da-da-da-da.
All right, and as you say this, the figure kind of goes there. She tilts her head back and she calls back, Mikal, what do you think of this? And like at this word, who looks to be an older gentleman. He's got like a white cloak, like a white fur cloak over his outfit, but you can see like as it kind of builds around that he's wearing green underneath it. He kind of walks forward and he addresses the party as well with what appears to be the sentry. Like he's walking along the ice as he does this. No problems whatsoever doing this. And I kind of look at him. You're looking for an excavation. The only one nearby would be the Mad Inquisitor's mine. What do you seek there?
We were hired to investigate it.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, he kind of turns to the sentry and kind of whispers a few things to her back and forth. And before long, he'll kind of speak up again. How many are with your group?
A pair of us. That's all we need.
Deception.
Lily is not moving an inch.
Ooh.
He'll kind of narrow his eyes again and he'll kind of nod slowly. The pair of you wouldn't last in going near those mines. The pair of you shouldn't have lasted getting this far. You're remarkably lucky.
Luck and skilled. It's required in our line of work. You should know that.
Can Lily see anything more in detail on this guy's clothing? You said I can see a little bit of green underneath.
You can roll another perception check to try to see. Nice. All right, so you roll a perception check, and as you're looking through the... Okay, good. The other roll was still good because you would have had disadvantage. And as you're looking through the light snowfall, and the two figures are kind of standing right next to each other, and you get like a pretty good view of them at this time. The man, you can't really tell that much because you're looking at him from the side. He appears to be like a maybe half-elf. Perhaps you're not really sure. But as you're looking past him, you do notice one other thing of particular note. The woman appears to have a tail. Like a wolf's tail or something like that. Not quite like what Cassie might be, so she does appear somewhat different than that. If anything, you can't really tell. If anything, it looks more like what Azul may have been. Cassie doesn't really have much in the way of a tail, per se.
Okay.